Thank you for your patience and support. So let's start with group harmonization. We'll do 3 ohms together. We've talked a little bit about ohms. They start from the root chakra, the base of us, and then we travel up with the sound. So, the ah, the o, the There's so many different patterns with it. That's just one reflection, but I like that one because it, I like to share about grounding before we take off anywhere. So I find that the Om can embody that grounding nature. So we'll just start to harmonize our healing yoga group circle, please, with 3 ohms. Comfortable seated position wherever you are. Release the arm bones to fall heavy on the legs, please. Tuck your chin in towards your throat. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Be aware you're breathing through the nose, please. The next exhale, we can do 3 group ohms, or you can listen or chant internally. Taking hands to heart center, prayer, gentle bow to yourself, to each other, to all beings. Namaste. Thank you for being here. We talked about our physical intention today will be flexibility and alignment of the joints coming from our inter-center strength. So let's come from with a Tai Chi posture to come from inner chi. Mindfully, you can get up. I got up through a squat, but use your hands, lengthen through the spine, however you find a mindful way to get up. We want to be sure through our transitions to use mindfulness. So we'll start with a Tai Chi posture here. Let's take the feet out, about 45-degree angle. And again, intention of flexibility, alignment, stability through the joints. This is called bird flaps wings variation. We'll take our arms out like this, toes out 45 degrees, and just to show you first, we'll flap like this. So we'll go, just as you can do it with me, but we'll just show one round. It'll be 1, 2, 3. On the third, flip the wrists 3 times. Straight. 1. Okay, so like that. So we'll do 9 sets of that. Ready as a group. 1, 2, 3. On the third, 3 turns. Straight. 1, 2, 3. The breath is flowing naturally. Inhale and exhale naturally. 2, 3. Flip the wrists. 2, 3. Flip the wrists. We have 5 more here. We're doing a lot of these, warming up the joints. 1. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Come from your center chi near the navel. 3 more sets. Good job, everyone. Going with your nice momentum. 2 more. subtle, coming from a kind, loving, gentle heart space, please. On our last set here. Last flip, 1, 2, 3. And then we always end Tai Chi coming down through center. Ground down. Beautiful. Find your feet hip width. We'll start to come to our Tadasana grounding posture now. Rotate the palms outward. I invite you now, we talked about our physical intention. If you have a personal intention you're working with, let that resonate through you, your motivation for practice. It can be anything personal, or it can simply be to be mindful and present for our practice today. Inhale, reach up through that intention and motivation, stretch up. Exhale, pull it down through your whole being. 2 more just like this, yogis. Inhale, reach up, intention, motivation. Exhale, pull down through you. 1 more. Reach up, breathe in. On the exhale, breathe out, pull your motivation and intention. Here comes Tadasana now. Feet are comfortably hip width. Lift the toes, spread the toes, grip the toes. Lift from the inner arch of the foot. Engage the kneecaps up. Thigh bones engaged, all areas of the thigh engaged, and then send the engagement from the feet up the legs to the glutes. Find a neutral pelvis for yourself. A little tilt back, a little tilt forward. Where is neutral for you this morning? And then thumbs spiral backward. Notice the heart lift when we do that. Spread the collarbones. Let's talk about some engagements. Pull your pelvic floor up. Pull your navel back to spine and up. Pull your chin down, lengthen through the crown. Thumbs still spiral back. Feel the energy from the feet up through the crown. Take a few breath cycles, feeling the sensation in the body, please. Let's take our hands to prayer. Think of your intention again. Let's do a few wrist movements. Take the wrists forward and back. I'll just show from the side here. I'm flipping my fingertips forward and back. We'll just do about 10 back and forth. Again, our physical intention is flexibility, alignment, stability of the joints. Last one here in the center, come back to neutral. Lift the heels of the palm. Separate them, just a nice little stretch throughout the wrist, throughout the palm. And now here's a mudra, which is a hand movement in yoga. We'll come down with the fingertips, flip to the inner palms, and just keep spiraling like this. Lotus mudra. It's okay if it's not exactly like me. I'm just bending to show you guys up close. We'll do a few in this direction and then we'll switch. Again, just the mindful movements of the wrist. Intention is to find flexibility and movement here. We're removing any vata in Ayurveda, which is the air and ether element in the joints. This way we can have alignment and stability coming from center chi or center energy. Okay, reverse. Go the opposite way you've been going. Look for those alignment cues while we're standing here. We're still in Tadasana. Remember the roots spreading from the feet. 2 more rounds. And then let's come back to a Tadasana. Beautiful. Feet hip width or comfortably separated. Remember our engagements in the lower legs, neutral pelvis, pelvic floor up, navel towards spine and then heart, throat down towards the chin, thumbs spiral back. Let's do an intention breath with the arms. Inhale, reach up for your motivation. Take up some space. Exhale, pull this motivation down through you. Stay grounded through the lower body. We're cultivating that grounded sensation. Inhale, arms out to a T, palms up. This is part of our alignment and stability in the joints. So the thumbs are spiraled to the back wall behind you. Remember the engagements and the alignment we talked about from the pelvis, from the navel, from the throat. We want to take this into all layers of the body. We start with the physical layer, and then we take it to the most subtle energy layer with these locks or these energy engagements. They're called bandhas in yoga. From our T, keep the palms up, come up to your V. Notice the shoulder blades depress down the back body. Make space in the neck. The traps are going down the back body, which the trapezius is that upper back muscle where a lot of trigger point sensation can be, myofascial triggers. So we're just depressing those muscles down the back body, making space in the neck and the head. Here comes our third arm stance, arms alongside of the ears. Can you stay engaged from the rooted feet? Beautiful, everybody. Looking strong and stable in your mountain Tadasana. Keep depressing the shoulder blades down the back body, please. Draw your chin in towards your throat. Press out through the crown of your head. Reach out from your fingertips, but make sure you're plugging your arm bones into the shoulder joint before you reach out. Fourth pose here, W. We're going to add on another one after this, usually the end after this, but we're going to have one more. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Notice the shoulder blades meeting even closer in the back body, like they're squeezing a little grape. Spread the fingers, reach out through each fingertip, make space. And now here's our fifth final posture, rotate down. Palms press to the back wall. Inhale and exhale. This is internal rotation of the upper arm, the humerus. Keep spreading the fingers. Okay, Tadasana. Thumbs backwards now. Open and lift the chest. Draw your chin in towards your throat. Inhale and exhale to feel sensation. So we'll do a different leg posture with the same arm movements. If it's too intense, please just come to Tadasana again and do the arm postures. These are great. I practice these for minutes every day, and they're really good for good alignment. So we'll come to Utkatasana chair. Again, if this is too much, bending the knees, bringing your hips and pelvis down, just come to standing Tadasana, okay? We won't hold the arms as long, but we'll do the arm movements here again in our chair pose. Feet are as close as they can be, knees press into one another if they can. Look for the toes, you want to be able to see them. Send your tailbone down, lengthen through the crown. Okay, here come the arms. Tee out, palms up. Remember, you can come to a Tadasana to take a break and keep the arms in their posture that we're working on. Thumbs spiral back, inhale and exhale. We're gonna move onward, we'll go a little faster here, sit a little lower, V pose. Shoulder blades are doing the same thing here, depressing down the back body, but now we're incorporating the knee joints. Remember, intention of alignment, flexibility, stability from the joints, from the limbs. H pose, depress the arms further down the back body, the shoulder blades. Think of your engagements, pelvic floor up, navel to spine, chin to throat. W, here we go. Remember, you can adjust with a Tadasana, take a break, inhale and exhale here. Open and lift the chest. Last one here, W. Push the palms to the back wall, move that chi, move that energy. Inhale and exhale. Sit a little lower if you're still with me, and then Tadasana. Thumbs spiral back. Feel sensation, please. Inhale and exhale. Any movements that want to come out from you naturally, please express. You are the most important person to listen to. You're the inner guide and master of your practice. I'm just guiding us together as a group, but please, first and foremost, listen to yourself always. Intention breath. Inhale, reach up for that motivation and intention. Exhale, pull it down through your whole being. All right, let's take the feet out about 3 to 4 feet. We'll come to Utthata Konasana. This is called goddess pose in English. Having the knees aligned over the ankles, please. Remember, intention of stability, flexibility in the joints. Hands can rest on the knees above. Let's start with a polarity technique, ha twists, going like ha, ha, twisting from your root, ha. If the noise doesn't make sense for you or resonate, you can do horse breath, or just be silent, that's fine too. Let's do a few more rounds, either doing horse breath or the ha, ha. Okay, everyone, come back to center. Beautiful work. Now stack the shoulders over the hips to your ability. Knees are still stacked over the ankles. Press the knees towards the back wall. Engage the thighs into the hip sockets. Beautiful. Hands come to heart space. If you can, lift the left heel. Inhale and exhale. Breathe into the arch. You got this. Lower. Lift into the right heel. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Remember, you can always straighten up, take a break. Let's try one more when you're ready. Take a moment. Whoa, air coming through on my end. I'm falling over. Lift both heels. Nice work, and then release. Star pose. Straighten up, lengthen up. Open abdominal cavity, space in the abdomen. Feel confident and proud. And then reach up to your spirit cord, to your intention. Pull it down through you. Come to the top of your mat, please. I'm going to show from the side. Take your left leg back, warrior one. Front knee over ankle, back foot 45 degrees. Lengthen down through the tailbone. These are energetic cues I like to give myself. I take one arm and I go up the body to remind myself to lift up, and then bring my other hand down my back body to remind myself to ground through the spine. So it's this opening of the heart space, grounding through the back body. Very good. Once you're rooted, hands to heart space, connect to inner essence. Hips are squared forward here. I'm showing from the side to show legs, but you're squaring them to me if you're facing me, or to whatever's in front of you. From your heart space, intention, inhale, reach and lengthen for full posture, arms up, H pose. Inhale and exhale. Spread through the fingers, please. Release the hands back behind you, interlace. Send and drive those hands down. Feel the opening in the chest. If you want, you can lift heart, lift head, only if the neck is neutral and it allows. From here, hinge from hip, lengthen through the crown, we're lowering. Pause wherever your limit is today, and you can take the arms up as high as you want. 3 breath cycles here. Find stability. If you're wobbling, come back up to center. We want to be grounded first. One more breath cycle here. When you're ready, come right back up. Hands to heart space. Back leg's going to meet front leg, all right? A little hop, bend the knees. Beautiful. Tadasana. Thumbs spiral back, inhale and exhale. Top of your mat, we'll do the other side. Right leg's gonna be sent back. Warrior one. Back toes 45-degree, front knee over ankle. Root down through the feet, visualize your roots. Hands come to heart space once you're rooted. I always like to start small with my stance, and then once I'm here, sometimes I can loosen up. But I'm not a big one of, like start big and then you're falling all over. We want to be grounded like our tree ancestors, and then we can come up and out. Hands to heart space intention when you're ready, full posture, reach out through the arms, inhale, exhale. Find the breath to drop you down into the root and then lift you out through the crown. Here we go, hands are journeying back behind us. Switch the interlace. It should feel funky. You'll go automatically to what you do normally. Switch it. Press down through the hands. Inhale, exhale, open heart. Maybe you open throat. Hinge from hips when you're ready. 3 breaths in our fallen warrior. Find stability. If you're too wobbly, come back up. Take another breath cycle here. Inhale and exhale. Come from your roots, from your feet. When you're ready, find stability. Come back up. Hands to heart. Bend the knees. Remember, we're going to do a little hop together. Back foot. Forward. Tadasana. Reset. Inhale, exhale. Warrior two. I'm not at the top of my mat because I keep moving to show you, but you guys feel free to stay at the top of your mat throughout this. Inhale, take your left leg, go this side, left leg back. Now the legs are a little wider, hips are open to the side. So before they were straight on to the short edge of the mat, now they're to the long edge. Notice my foot spiral back and out. So now back toes may be at about a 90-degree angle. Front knee stays the same over ankle. Hands come to heart, connect to heart intention. From there, radiate out, T. Palms up, notice the arm bones and shoulder blades depress. And then switch to palms back down, gaze over the front middle finger. Remember physical intention of stability, alignment, and flexibility in the joints. Keep plugging your arm bones into the socket. Keep grounding down through your spine, lifting up through your front body. Beautiful, everyone. Find a reverse here. Legs are the same. Inhale, diagonal with the arms. Beautiful, everyone. Very strong warrior twos. Inhale, reach up, open side body. Exhale, back to your T. Here I like to rotate my legs together. My back hip rotates in a little. So I come back to like a warrior one, and then I'm gonna take that hop back forward. It's too hard to have your legs in warrior two. So I've rotated my hips back, and then hop back forward. Nice. Tadasana. Remember to take a drink, a break at any time. You're welcome to come to any mindful posture in our healing yoga. This is a healing space for all mindfulness. Listen to your inner guide first. Okay. Intention breath. This is really for me just to ground down. We can all do it. Inhale, reach up, mindfulness, presence, be here now. Pull that down through you. Top of your mat, right leg's coming back, warrior two. Wider stance, but remember, we start small and stable, and then as you're here, you might go, oh, I can do a little more. I'm grounded. I feel my roots. They can grow further. But the roots can't grow further until they've started nice and stable. Hands to heart space, heart, mind, intention. Notice me here leaning forward, stack shoulders over hips. Nice, look for this alignment. Palms up, tee out from your heart space. Shoulder blades depressed down, arm bones depressed down, then flip the palms back down. Drishti, which means focus over the front middle finger. Keep plugging your arm bones into the sockets. From that support in the joint capsule, then reach out through the fingertips. Please take an inhale and exhale here. Open up, arms are gonna stick, legs are staying the same, arms are on a diagonal. Open left side body. Inhale and exhale. Stability through the legs, come back down, T. So remember we have, in this warrior two, our back hip externally rotated. Begin to visualize that femur. I'm gonna just hop it back in. Warrior one, bend the knees, come forward. Tadasana. Okay, we have a few more standing postures before we move on. Anytime you need to take a break or a drink, this is welcome. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Visualize, find a stability, whether you're either hip width or feet together. Hey there, Lori, just seeing you back now. So we're gonna come to our Vrikshasana tree pose. We'll visualize standing through the right leg. From that awareness, from that visualization within, begin to engage the muscles. We're lifting left foot to ankle, to calf, or supporting at the thigh. We want to avoid joint capsule itself just to not cause any extra tension or pressure there. There's already enough connecting trying to happen in there. We don't want to put extra force on it. Okay, so you're in any of these variations, right? It's okay to be at any of them. You can even just lift the heel up. If it doesn't matter, you can use the wall as support. Let's spend a few breath cycles visualizing our tree roots. Once you're rooted through the feet and leg system, hands can come to heart. Inhale and exhale. Here, notice me. I can press my hip out, not what we want to pull in. So can we see that where I'm here, I'm defaulting and actually hurting the hip joint? We're looking for that stability and alignment. Then we'll get this nice spacious flexibility over time, or maybe today, who knows? Hands to heart space, take one more breath cycle, heart, mind, intention, and then release. Let go of the results. We're not attached. We work in our practice with yoga to not be attached to results. We're practicing to be here now, now new moment, now new moment. Okay, inhale, reach up, motivation, reset. Exhale, pull motivation down through you. Tadasana. Visualize standing on the left leg. From visualization, we're on the move. Right leg's here, here, or here. Perfect. Remember the pushing out from the hip? That's a no-no. Bring it in. Whoop. And there's the air element coming in for me. That's all right. I'm going to use it to help ground me more. Okay. Hands come to heart space. If you're stable, remember, use a wall, use a chair. All is welcome here. No attachment to results, to how we look. We're just being present. Take another inhale and exhale. If you want, you can manifest hands from heart space, only if you're feeling stable. Woo, one more breath. And then we're going to release. Try to come out mindfully. Nice. Let's do a fold, feet hip width or to the width of the mat, your choice. Inhale, reach up, stretch up.
Exhale, release the hands out, push air away and down, swan dive, bend the knees, release the head. Bend the knees as much as you need, please. Intention of letting go from waist to crown. Let go of lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, jaw, tongue, eyes, head, the whole thing. Hands grab elbows or make prayer hands back behind the head. Bend the knees as much as you need to allow this release through the upper body. The legs are engaged. Take 2 more breath cycles here. If you want, open mouth exhale, release the tongue. A lion's breath, only if it feels okay. Hands to your hips, please. Elbows press up to the sky if they can. Bend through the knee joints, lengthen through your crown, come all the way up. We have 1 more standing posture to work through here. Feet come back, hip width distance. Garudasana pose. Let's start from Tadasana though. This is like our reset. Remember our engagements here that allow for all layers of the body to be in alignment. There we go. My words are always like, woo, rounding down. Here we are. Garudasana means eagle in English. So let's visualize standing on the right leg. We'll bend the knees like chair pose, the second posture we came in. Lift left leg up, and it may stay here like a kickstand, okay, with the knees stacked. Stay here, look for stability. Or you sit a little deeper, wrap the toe behind the calf. Either are available, okay? Use a chair or wall too. Arms, bringing it in. Reach up, left arm under, like this. Or here's the double bind, palms meet. Sit a little lower, center the knees. We got another breath cycle here. If you hop out, hop back in. Mindfulness, be here now. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, guys. Inhale, come up and out. Beautiful. Tadasana. Feel sensation. For temporarily during that pose, we have constricted oxygen and blood flow, and now we send all this beautiful oxygen and blood with nutrients to the joints. That's one of the only poses that constricts joints, of the flow of energy to all joints. It's really good, especially for our physical intention of joints today. Okay, feet hip width Tadasana. Root down through your left leg. Visualize these roots. Utkatasana chair. Inhale when you're ready. Lift right knee. Maybe it's a kickstand and stacks. Maybe you sit a little deeper and find the second bind. Inhale, hug your arms up. And then right arm's coming under. Maybe it looks like this. Or the double bind. Center the knees, sit a little lower, pull the elbows down, inhale and exhale. Think of the joints, think of the health. Eagle pose. 1 more breath, everyone. Inhale, sink a little lower. Exhale, unwind, up and out. Feel sensation in the body. Tadasana. Thumbs spiral back, lift your heart. When you're feeling sensation, see if you can also engage those locks. Pelvic floor up, navel to spine, chin to throat. Beautiful. All right, feet come out to hip or to the mat distance. If you can, lower down through a squat with me, or please find a mindful transition. We're coming down onto our belly. So I'm just gonna come down through a squat, nice and slow. Use a wall or a block or anything you may need. We'll be here for a few breaths if you can, or just come to seated. I use this as a time for prayer, humbleness, bowing to myself, to Creator, to whatever the divine light you see is, that universal picture of wisdom. All right, and then we're going to come down onto the knees. I'll show a supported lowering. So this is walking through a mindful lowering of the body. Tabletop is like this, right? We take a wide tabletop, okay? So it's a supported plank. Knees are down, spread the fingers, elbows wrapped in. I'm going to lean my shoulders over my wrists, bring my elbows back towards my knees, bring my chest and chin down, hips supported with my abdominals, and then I lower all the way. Beautiful, everyone. Here we are. I'm coming around to face you guys. Okay, so let's do one pose just for alignment, and then we'll go into a more intense back bend. So, and you have the opportunity to be as gentle as you want, so don't get too, freaked out by that word intense back bend I used. So first we'll come to Sphinx. Let's look for these columns in the arms. See if you can remember our intention of stability, alignment, flexibility through the joints. Shoulders in line with elbows, in line with wrists, spread through the fingers. Press down through your elbows, notice the pelvic movement, notice the opening of the chest. Press down through the creases of the ankles, imagine your mermaid tail, your legs are one unit. Press down through the feet, through the legs, through the pelvis, open the chest. Here's some neck movements, making a line with the nose, tip. Only if your neck allows you open the throat. Otherwise, please stay here, neutral. But you can do this one, releasing. This feels great. Breathe into the back body. So you're only opening with your nose tip line as much as feels good for you, please. And lowering. Careful that we're supported in these columns. I'll show here, this is what we're not looking for, this rounding. I'm now pressing down through my hips, taking my arm bones back. Beautiful. No one's doing that. I just wanted to say, as we offer these movements, for me, sometimes I tend to forget about my alignment then, but we have that physical intention of alignment in the joints. Okay. Come back to a neutral once you've finished your nose tip lines, and then come to the left. Inhale and exhale. And then please come to the right. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's take a break, rest breath, Makryanasana, crocodile pose. Palms down, support the forehead or head to the side. Either one, 3 breath cycles. You can give the hips a shake if you want to release any low back tension. Beautiful, Cindy. I love your background, Cindy. It looks so beautiful there. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we'll come to Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow, and then maybe we'll try full bow. So I'd like for the left arm to come to similar to what we were just in, Sphinx pose, but we're doing half of this pose coming up. So we'll support over here. Now see if you can bend your back foot towards your right arm. Can you grab the inner arch? If not, just energetically, I'm showing energetically, I'm just reaching my hand back towards my foot and reaching my foot forward towards my hand. Or you can use a strap if you have it. So from here, if you have connection, You may kick into the hand and find a lift. If not, please just energetically bring your foot forward and push your arm back. Inhale and exhale. You're doing either variation. And then release, crocodile pose. Palms to center, forehead down or head to the side. Switch sides if you're doing side to side. You can do these wide windshield wipers with the legs, bending the feet up to the sky, rotating back, forth, or just shake the hips. A little jiggle can help release. I love to embody the dogs that teach me when, you know, they're always shaking off. They say that's them coming to a negative energy field and they're just, oof, shake it off. So can we just, you know, do that ourselves? Shake it off. Anything not beneficial, anything heavy feeling, shake it off. Okay, here we go. Let's try the other side. Sphinx pose with the right arm, just for stability. Look for that alignment. Remember, energetically reaching back, this is available. If there's connection, there's connection. You don't have to kick either. You can just stay with the connection, please, especially if it feels not good. We want to find that edge. If you have the ability, maybe you lift up, maybe you kick. 2 breaths wherever you are, please, everyone. Stay stable, stay grounded. No attachments to the result. And then release. Makranasana, a crocodile pose, head down. Let me show you another variation, actually, of crocodile. I like this one, too. Let's take our elbows now to the mat. This is a good one for your toolkit. So here the low stomach is just touching the mat. This is really grounding when you're feeling fiery elementally within. This is really stabilizing. Anxiety, fear dissipates. So either this one or that other pose we've been doing are available to you. You can still shake the hips if you want to embody our dog ancestors. Shake it off. Anything heavy, anything not beneficial, releasing. Okay, I'd like for you to try both, or you can just do one side again, or energetically do both. So we'll bend both legs, reach the arms back. So look, we can just stay here. Head down, the upper body down. If you make connection to the outer ridge of the feet now, you may kick back. But I know this is not available to all, so no worries. We're not attached to the results. Inhale and exhale wherever you are, please. Think of this as a heart opener. Lifting the thighs. You're using your own body weight to strengthen. One more inhale and exhale, any of the variations. And then one more release to Makranasana, a crocodile pose, head down, head to the side, or this third variation that we did. Beautiful, Lori. I love the neck movements there, and then lengthening through the crown. You look great in alignment there. You guys are really practicing our physical group intention of flexibility, alignment, and stability of the joints. Thank you so much for following that. Okay, let's plant the hands. We're gonna come on up now to seated. Press into the palms, elbows hug into your side. Push the chest up and back. Come through a tabletop. Send the legs forward, and then we'll come down to sit. Perfect. Let's send the legs out in front of us. Dandasana pose. Press through the heels. Excuse my feet if they're dirty. I walk barefoot all the time, so I try to clean them, but they get a little, you know, grass and stuff. Spread the fingers on either side of the hips, elbows back to the back wall. Notice how this lifts front body. Unless there's a physical intention of rounding the spine, we're
pretty consistently in our yoga practice, lifting up through the front and grounding down through the back. Again, that'll change for a few different postures, but pretty much generally looking for that. Okay, let's take the left leg then in. So here's where we're actually gonna breathe through the back body now. So it'll be a little different than lifting up through the front body. Rotate yourself to look over the right extended leg. Hands to the hips, please. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head, draw your chin in towards your throat to do so. Exhale, fold forward, let the hands release along either side of the leg. And then as soon as you feel tightness, I'd invite you to let go there. Breathe into the back body. And I know it might not look like my form exactly, let that go, or just breathing and finding space wherever you find available, please. We all have different constitutions, and my belief is we all have different elemental makeups. This is an Ayurvedic viewpoint. That being said, we're generally either hypermobile or hyperflexible. I err on the side of hypermobile. This is not, we want to be balanced. So I just please invite, we're looking for the splits and all that stuff. We're just looking for balance within ourselves. Homeostasis. Okay, hands to the hips if they moved elsewhere. Begin to lengthen through your crown. Find a nice stretch to wrap back the leg by flexing foot and come all the way up. Nice. Dandasana, reset. Stretch through the heels, stretch through the toe mound, lift the toes back. Inhale and exhale. And then take the left leg out to the side, then the right foot in. Position yourself to be in alignment with your left extended leg. Hands to your hips, please. Lengthen through the crown, flex the leg extended, flex the foot, and then reach out through the crown fold. I invite you wherever you're feeling yourself stopping, you can round and then breathe through the back body. Let the arms go where they may. Inhale and exhale. Hands to your hips. Begin to flex that lengthened foot's leg, or the foot of the lengthened leg. Reach out through the crown. Come on back up. Nice work. Dandasana. Extend through both legs. Fingertips spiral back this time. Behind you. Fingertips face to the back wall. Arms externally rotated, lift the chest. I invite you, this can feel really good if you want to take this further. So here's me showing it from the side. We're either here, please stay here if this is enough, or bend the feet. We'll do a reverse tabletop, open up. This is really challenging. It might look simple, but please don't do this if it feels not available to you at this time today. But it can feel good if it's available. So either of the variations, when you're ready, transition back down if you haven't already. Nice. Very good. Come to seated position. Just simple cross-legged is available. You can use any props to sit on, or a chair or a couch is welcome if this is where you're most comfortable. Let's do one neck stretch before we go into a Shavasana. Take the fingertips interlaced, send them back behind the head, elbows wide. Here we go. Inhale, open heart, open chest. Bring the elbows back towards one another. Support the back of the head gently. And now with an exhale of the breath, fold. I think I just said breast, so sorry everyone, I had to repeat it. And then just laughing at myself, it's all right. And then close the elbows, or you can laugh with me, that's nicer, huh? You can laugh with me, I'm laughing too. And then close the elbows, exhale. Inhale, open up. I love laughter yoga. I love not being so serious. Open up on the inhale. Exhale, close your book, close your elbows. 2 more. Open heart space, open elbows, heart, mind, intention, hridaya, kasha in Sanskrit. Use an exhale to close. 1 more. Go as slow and subtle or as fast as you need. Listen to your elemental response within. And then come back to neutral. Stretch out, release. All right, we're coming to our Shavasana now. So if you'd like, taking the legs out as wide as you can. Engage your core to lower all the way back. So first I show traditional, feet wide, arms wide, plant the shoulder blades flat on the mat, lift the heart, draw your chin in towards your throat, please. If anyone is having low back conditions, I'll show from both ways, bend the knees and have them supported and feet out like a little teepee with the bottom legs. I'll show from the side as well. This grounds the sacrum. So please, if you can, come to Shavasana, traditional, or this, either one's available. Just a simple meditation here in our Shavasana. We're allowing in our healing yoga now. We've had a lot of new connections, new communications happening in the body through our posture work. We're allowing the body on those subtle layers to communicate with these new intentions and new happenings, new neurons, etc. So please allow healing space for this. Begin to feel the support of Mother Earth beneath. Feel love, feel the protection that is always there for you. Sink into the support of Mother Earth. Sink into the love of Mother Earth. Sink into the protection from Mother Earth. From this support, love, and protection, begin to connect to a warm sensation coming from heart space and beyond. And please settle there in that spaciousness, in that glow. Begin to inhabit a region within yourself of neutrality, finding a balance between that energy body that we just accessed and the physical body that we've met in today. See if you can inhabit the neutrality in between those two. Coming from the Sushumna or spinal channel. In yogic texts, it's called Sushumna, but the center line energy here. And then begin to find movements if still lying down in the body, reaching out through the fingertips, through the heels, whatever feels good, rock and roll, a little twist. We'll come up to seated, just to close our practice out the way we entered. So take your time, mindfulness through all transitions. I'm just finding some movements. You know, I'm really a big proponent about, I'm a meditator and a yogi, obviously, but I don't like to be serious and I don't like to be trapped in a technique. So I'm all about, you know, find this nice movement, flow with the water over the challenge rock. Okay, let's close our healing energy circle, please. I invite you to be vocal or listen or chant internally. I just like to chant, and oh, that's my timer. I just like to chant because I never did for the first 2-3 years of my yoga practice, and I didn't until teachers started doing it with me, and it really is powerful for me. So, you know, please take it as it resonates with you. It's just something as, from my experience, I like to share. Okay, hands come to heart space, connect to heart, mind, intention, please. Inhale and exhale through the nose, please. Be aware you're breathing through the nose. 3 ohms to close our group healing circle. Peace, peace, peace to all beings, bowing to yourself, to each other, to all beings. Namaste. Thank you so much.